Okay, we're live, probably. Now, if you're wondering what took me so long, I couldn't figure out how to put my chat on the screen. The way I did figure it out, I just don't think I can apply the chat still. For now, I just gave up. We'll try again some other time. Not right now. I need more tutorials and stuff. I don't want to mess anything up. Anyway, welcome to my stream. Thank you for watching me, and let's get back into the watercoloring process. So, basically, we were working on this artwork. This is a commission from Region. Her name is Itherwin. This is an OC of one of my clients, and her cat's name, which is a mascot, her name is Ember. And we're gonna do some painting today, watercoloring to be particular. Okay. And the reason I didn't stream yesterday was because I was a little bit too tired. Anyway, so we're fresh here. We're gonna start fresh. Maybe I should start with the skin first. So what I'm gonna do here is this is my way of watercoloring. I don't know of any other artists methods. I do actually, but I just do it my way anyway. So here's the brushes that we're gonna use. The watercolor ones. This is the brush I use for water, and usually this is the brush that I use for like paint spreading. I feel like her eyes are a little bit too far apart. Maybe I could try to fix it. I don't want to mess it up again, but if it works, it'll be great. Huh. Right. I think that looks better. Sort of. Before I do anything, I need to correct the mistakes in the sketch, which I feel like are maybe nobody sees the problem. Maybe it's just me, but if I keep seeing it, I will go mad. I mean, the sketch looked perfect to me up until yesterday, but since I came here back here now, and I feel like there's some problems in it. Let's just cut this to wait. I'm on a different layer. Let's just cut this as well. Paste it like this. Mm-hmm. Yep, there we go. I did the blush on a different layer because I want to color it first and then we'll add the blush like that. For now, let's get to the painting. You know what? Usually for the skin, because it is a very like light color, I don't use a lot of water. That's why I decided to go with the skin first. If you're wondering what will happen because the color is bleeding out to other parts, it'll be alright. Just wait and watch. Because it's a super light color, it wouldn't even be visible after like I paint the rest of the parts. But I would still, of course, make it neater. I wanted to like paint this on stream so bad because the character was so pretty. I was like, this is going to be so much fun. So here we are. Okay, so let's get to the water part. I wouldn't use too much of it, and the opacity is kind of low. There we go. Now for the erasing. it's not like it's erasing these parts is super necessary because I'm gonna paint them over anyway. But I feel like that it could possibly obstruct the color below, color above, the one that I paint later. So we're just gonna erase some parts. I have come to this realization that when I am not screaming and I'm drawing, I feel kind of like bored now. I've gotten kind of used to talking to like on stream, which is strange because just a while back I was so afraid of streaming. It's like people will hear my voice. People like I don't know why I was so afraid now. I want to stream all the time. But of course I can't do that. I have my reasons. I really don't have to do this, by the way. Really don't have to like remove every inch of the color. I don't know why I'm doing it. OCD. It's actually sort of satisfying as well. But the color is so light, I just can't see it. My monitor is all like. Let's just say that my monitor's color are not really good. So it's hard to see. I'll just use this airbrush and have it like that. This is my shortcut. So we're gonna like after this we're gonna color the hair. The reason I did the skin first today was because I wanted like a base color before we went into the rest of the body because usually I color skin like later after the hair and the dress. Hi HBQ, you're back. Yep, we're back where we left off. I just did the skin. It's not even completely done yet. I'll just do the mouth and we'll color the eyes over the skin. So I don't need to like erase the color from the eyes. Mhm. Perfect. I am not going to use the water part in the eyelashes for now. But if later I feel like there's a need, I might. For now, we're just gonna keep it this way. I am like listening to, still listening to Carousel audiobooks. Um, almost done with the last book. And after that, I might start uh, the the like next series, which was called something related to hearts. Once Upon a Broken Heart. Yeah, that. For now, I'm like at the end of finale. Okay. Sometimes I'm actually afraid of using water on smaller parts. I'm like, it'll make everything vanish. Like, like that. You love listening to podcasts? Actually, you know what? I used to listen to podcasts, but I stopped for a lot of different reasons. The number one being the podcasts I listened to were murder documentaries. And then I started seeing murders in my dreams. I was like, what the heck? Maybe I am not meant to like listen to such stuff. So I stopped. I used to listen to Rotten Mango, if anybody any of you know them on YouTube. She's doing such a good job. But like I don't know how someone can like make murder podcasts into their entire career. Don't you see dreams about murders and stuff after that? My dreams turn into nightmares. I can't handle like too much. Oh my god, I keep saying that I can't handle too much blood, and yet I love drawing blood. I don't know why. Maybe those are two different things, that's why. I tried to listening to like other sorts of podcasts as well, by the way, but it just didn't work for me. I get bored. Need something thrilling, you know. You love listening to what, murder podcast or Rotten Mango? like a true crime podcast. Yeah, I should be using that word. Murder podcast. This sounds really not okay. I am drawing something really cute. I should not be discussing that stuff. Okay, this is going to be the base color. I should probably add some here as well. And now we'll just blend it using water. Time to blend. No wait, this color. What about this color? Let me think. It's a different color from that, so first we blend that and then we come to that one. True crime, horror, mythology, non-fiction like stories from wars and such. Okay, non-fiction stories actually make me fall asleep. I non-fiction and fantasy is something that has to be a part of my life. I refuse to live in real life, okay? What kind of genre would you listen to if you were to choose any podcast? A podcast. Mm, we're talking about a podcast here, not a like a novel or anything. So if we probably let me think. Uh, maybe gossip. Gossip about celebrities or something. Maybe that would be like it's not like I know a lot of celebrities. I often forget the names, but I remember faces. So if someone is talking about a celebrity, I can like Google it up and find out who they are, right? Even if they are from my own country. Like I keep forgetting the names, but I still like to listen to stuff about their lives. Like what goes on in the life of someone who is so famous everywhere. I can send you some recommendations from my personal collection. Oh, sure, sure. I would love to. Please do. Because finding good audiobooks is also very hard. So sometimes I could possibly listen to the podcasts. I also play Genshin while like drawing sometimes, because like the quests and the world quests sometimes they're so long and well, there's a lot of dialogue in it. So I just put it on autoplay and when there's some like fighting mm, cutscene or whatever, I stop drawing and look at it for a while and then or draw or like fight and then I get back to work stuff. You can get a smoothie. Of course you can. Why not? I mean, I use water to blend, and the color that leaked was erased. So question is, what do you do when you're free? Like, what do you do when you have some time on your hands these days? Oh, I also have a good news. Like I said, I don't really go out much, especially not with my family. But I think my father wants to go out these days, so he's like, let's just plan a trip or something. I'm not sure how far that would go. Maybe it will just like the plan would just go poof tomorrow. Or we could possibly like go on a trip for real. I mean, plans are plans, you know. They don't often like come through with it. Go through with it. Okay. Oh, I think I like it kind of. Looks kind of nice. Yep. Need to get back to Genshin too. There is a lot to discover. Yeah, why did you stop playing Genshin to begin with? The cat is just making me feel so warm with a smile. Thank you. That was meant to be like a warm smile. Something like a genuine connection between the person and their companion. Ah, this looks bad right now. Maybe if I select this area. Yep, that would be better. This way I wouldn't have to like manually erase every part when I mess up. Okay. Let us this part has to be a little bit darker than this part, right? So we'll figure something out. Hmm. Let's just use these two while we're at it. Mm. Hmm. Uh, yeah. Now we use the water to blend again. I would probably be changing the color of these things later. Oh, you stopped playing Genshin because you ran out of storage on phone. I can't blame you. I'm also on the verge of like running out. Hmm. You made some space? You should definitely try again. Try playing again. But maybe wait a little. There's like uh 3 days until the next update. So you'll have to do it all over again. If you're gonna download it anyway, so well, you could possibly wait 3 more days, I guess. 3 or 4. Because it takes so long to update. Sometimes. It depends on the internet connection. No, 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 no. Messed up. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna get to the color of this skirt. But I also want to add this part to the purple skirt. So, a while back, I talked about how my best friend visited me. It was her, like, I was supposed to celebrate her birthday before, but I did not do that because at the time I was busy. So, when I invited her, I decided to, like, give her a little bit of a, like, surprise party thingy. But of course, I'm not really good with that. So, we ended up watching some anime instead. Um, I made her a popsicle stick house. It was beautiful. I am praising myself for that because I worked really hard for it and I even burnt my finger. But anyway, we ended up watching a movie called How. That was one of the worst decisions of my life. Again, I had already watched How a very long time ago, but I just couldn't remember when and what happened in it. So it might like sound super funny, but she said the same thing. She was like, "Hey, I feel like I've watched Hal before." It's like, "Yeah, I feel the same way." But both of us couldn't remember what happened in the movie. So we were like, if we don't remember it anyway, we could like there's nothing wrong in watching it again. And we wanted to watch something sweet anyway. So, well, we ended up rewatching the movie and it didn't turn out really well. It was it was like sort of sad, the movie. And then we realized later that the last time we watched that movie was also together. So we did not remember what happened in the movie because we were so traumatized, and we were like we watched it together last time as well. So I can't believe we did the same thing all over again a few years later. Which- It was just a very strange experience for me. I feel like I made a mistake here. I should probably put it like in the sea green section. Yep. Mhm. Looks fair to me. Ooh, I'm waiting for the next update for my companion to join me too. Yep, hopefully they will. Hopefully. Dimensions. What dimensions are we talking about here? What am I doing? I was thinking of duplicating this layer just so that like it would get a little bit darker, but it's too dark now. This looks fine. Okay. So this area is this part and it is a little bit darker, so let's just take a little bit more of a darker shade. Mhm. Cool. Oh, the popsicle house was a medium-sized house. It was about the size of a pencil case, let's just say. A pencil holder. It had a mini house, and there was a space for like that was supposed to like hold pencils behind the house, and the house was surrounded by a fence, and it had fairy lights inside and a button at the back that like lit up the fairy lights. So it was like a night lamp and a popsicle stick house at the same time. I did take a picture, but I forgot to take a picture after adding the fairy lights. So I'll ask her to send me one. I did want to like add some grass in it, but I could not do that because I did not have the time. So she said she'd do it herself. So maybe once she has updated the house, she will send me a picture. Oh, and I also added a small swing. It was a like small sofa beside the house, and it was swinging. And I had since I had some jewelry making accessories, I did end up using like necklace chain to make this side like uh chains for the swing. It was looking pretty nice. It took me a few days to make that one, but it was worth it. I'm thinking, what if I replaced the like blushes I was thinking of with these? That would be way nicer. But not yet. We gotta color the hair first. Let us color the hair. I remember making another popsicle stick house when I was like um in university, and I had this event, flower arrangement event, and we were supposed to like set up stalls for it. We could sell whatever we wanted as long as it was handmade. So I brought my popsicle stick house back then. My brother helped me build it. It was my first time using like popsicles to build something. It was easier than I expected, but like it's kind of risky because the water, like water, not water, the hot gun, glue gun is kind of like uh risky to use, you know. It's painful as heck. The skin gets peeled off when the like the when you accidentally put the glue on your skin. It's so hot, and when you remove the glue, it peels off the skin. Will remind me the pain of that thing. But then again, I still keep using it for a reason. I used to sell small 4x4 canvas paintings on stalls. Those were good days, I suppose. It wasn't even because I needed any money. It was just because, well, it was fun. I can say that those days of my university life were kind of better than the others. Oh, if any of you are wondering if I'm super old, I'm not exactly really old. Like, I talk about my university days as if they were years ago. They were not. They were like 1.5 year ago. I've just been stuck at home since then, so I feel like nostalgic, remembering things. I want to play games on stream so bad. I feel like it would be so much fun playing a game. I'm gonna get my PC to like improve. Maybe I would get a new graphics card so that it wouldn't turn off on me every time I try to play a game on it. I don't know why that happens though, because my drawing softwares run all good, smoothly. Maybe Ibis Paint is just not like super heavy. I'm not good with tech. I used to play GTA 5 once upon a time. Oh, I want to. If if you're asking me what kind of games I want to play, I would probably play Genshin on a stream. But honestly, these days I really, really, really want to try out Mecha Chameleon. If you have heard of it, I think it's super popular these days. It's like a hide and seek game where like people are dolls and they hide themselves using paints. Of course, I'm an artist. Of course, it will attract me. My cat is here, and now he wants to come in. The problem is, when I bring my cat inside the room, he's just gonna start to yowl again to want to go out. I don't understand him. But I'll have to bring him inside anyway because it's hot outside. Just give me a moment. Who got muted again? But I figured it out on my own this time. Yay! Anyway, I was saying that I would probably try playing Mecha Chameleon today after I wake up because it's like 4 a.m. right now, and mm, I'll probably sleep after drawing this. Oh yeah, I said in my last stream that I would be posting a streaming schedule, but then I figured something out. I can't post the schedule just yet unless I discuss this routine with my family first. So unless they're satisfied with my routine, I can't exactly make a schedule because I live with them. So yeah. I will, although by the end of the week, probably be able to figure something out. It should be a time where both of the people from my country and other places that are have different time zones are awake. At least from the people, the friends that I have from USA, they should be here. For now, I'm gonna stick to like 3, 2 or 3 a.m., which is usually the 4 to 6 p.m. of the people from USA. After this, we're gonna color the shoes and the ears. First, let's just do the ears first. I want to start streaming on Twitch as well, but like I want to do it properly. I will have to make a few more things like assets before I start streaming on Twitch. Thank you. The water brush cannot draw, by the way. Even though it's a brush, it can't draw. It can only like blend things when it comes to watercoloring. So if you see me doing this in the air, know that I forgot that I have selected the water brush. This is the paintbrush. I use paint from this brush and then I blend it using the water. Yep, that looks alright. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave now because I gotta be up early for work. Just wanted to hop in and see you draw for a while. Okay, thank you for watching me and being here. I'm really grateful. I hope you have a great sleep. Good night. Bye bye. Okay, so we're done with the insides of the hair, but I feel like that the color is a little bit dim, so we're gonna change that color. We're gonna add a little bit more saturation. Yep. And make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, like that. And perhaps I will also change the color of the hair a little bit. A little bit saturated. I don't want to make it look red, but I also like don't want to make it look too dull. Perfect. Rather, maybe I could like, make it a little bit lighter. Yeah. Okay, good. And perhaps the color of this shirt could also look a little bit more saturated, a little bit lighter, like that. What about the skirt thingy? Mm-hmm. Okay, this looks brighter, and I like it this way. Mm-hmm. Mm, and the tongue would be obviously more pink, but I want to do it on a different layer so that if I mess up, I can just change the color and stuff. We're gonna use water to blend it in, like that, and erase some of the borders that might have bleeded out. Well, that looks better. I love it when the birds start chirping in the morning. There's a huge garden in the back of my house. It doesn't belong to us. It's like a part of an office, but it's like huge, huge. So there's a bunch of birds that come chirping when in the morning. Sometimes I go onto the rooftop and like to watch them. I take my cat with me. Okay, we're getting somewhere. In order for me to color in this part, I will need airbrush instead. The reason is this bird is kind of small, right? So if I use the normal watercolors, it would like not look very good. So I use a light airbrush. Maybe that one that has there's a normal one, then we have a triangle, and then we have 20% trapezoid. And we're gonna go with the normal one. Of course, this color does not look good on purple, so we're gonna change it to something different. It would be a matching color, of course, to the reference, but in order for it to look brighter, I will need to change it. Okay. So since I have to make it gold, we'll figure something out. And this is the necklace, the reference. Um, Let me lock this layer. I'm locking this so that the color won't leak and go anywhere other than the places it's already drawn on. And then we'll select this color and we'll change it into something brighter like that. Yep, that looks better. What about this part? I think this would also look better in the color. Yeah. Also, by the way, I apologize if my voice is a little bit raspy today. There's a reason for that. I actually fell asleep right before the stream timing. So the voice could be kind of different from usual. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Look at that. It turned out nice, I suppose. I think it looks good. Now I will use an airbrush with more thickness and use that on beads. And the middle part is pink, purple, purplish pink. Let's just change the color a little bit more. Yeah, just so it's recognizable. And we click. Okay. Yay! We're almost done with the character. Just the shoes are left. And then we'll move on to the cat. Oops. OBS disconnected. Hopefully it wouldn't affect my stream. No! Buffy, please don't do that. Now he wants to go back out. Okay, so I'm using this color a little bit. It's a little bit dark compared to the rest of it, but I'm gonna reduce the opacity later, and maybe change the shade too. Oh, Yep, that's my cat. You gotta like gonna have to give me a moment. Just a moment. Okay, so he just wanted to drink some water, but he also wasn't drinking water from a normal glass. So I had to take him outside and like let him drink from the there was a tub outside that was filled with water. It was clean water though, so it works out. He was just being a brat. Mm. I almost forgot about these strings when I was coloring these strings, so we'll come back to these later. Wait, it does look kind of messy. We can select everything using a lasso selector. I absolutely love this too. Okay. Now for the water again, and then blend. And time to blend. I don't know why, but I just suddenly remembered this movie from my childhood called Spirit. It was about a horse and stuff. I don't know why was they remembering it? Looking at the shoe. Sometimes we remember the randomest thing. Mhm. I feel like this color of the shoe looks better than the color of the hair somehow. It looks more brown and the color of the hair looks red. Maybe I'll try to change the color of the hair into something similar to the color of the shoe as well. We'll think about it later. The hair is kind of a different brown from the shoes. Let's just duplicate it and see what happens. Oh, it looks nice. Darker as well. But no. Okay, so I'm gonna try to match the color of the shoe. Mm, yeah, that. But now it looks orange. Darker. Yeah, that looks better. I'll make it more saturated so it's a little bit different from the shoe color. I think that looks better. Better. Let me select this color. No, wait, this color. And then we use a different brush. Any normal brush would do. We go here. The layer is probably locked. Yep. And color these rings. I'm probably gonna post another video about how to set up services on Vision sometime soon. Mm, maybe in a day or two. Look at that. We're done with the character herself. Now all that's left is for me to paint the mascot and then the background. First off, we're gonna put everything into one folder. All the color of the first character. If there's a faster way to do this, I don't know of it, so this is how I do it. Manually, one by one. Okay, so this is the color of the character so far. I might edit it later. Of course, I will edit it later. And if I see any problems in it. And let's just move on to the mascot, the cat. What was her name again? Her name was Amber. Yeah. Okay, Amber, it's your turn. So she's basically white, but she has um different shades of brown on her fur. So beautiful. I love it, like the way artists design animals sometimes. Look at the fur, it's so wavy. Her design is gorgeous. I love cats. So now the bigger challenge is how am I going to replicate the pattern in watercolor formation? Let's just go with the lighter parts first and then we'll move on to the darker parts. Paint. No, wait, where's the... Yep, there it is. Okay, we're gonna take this color. It goes from here to here, and it's on her eye and her cheek. Ugh, I'll make another folder for her. Of course, the extra parts can be deleted later, erased later. So we have this color. Maybe I will keep the texture and like not use water on her fur. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. So this is the part. Let me just use different layers for this. I'm gonna erase the extra areas later. Okay, that looks fair. Hmm. And then we have the darker areas. For example, this area. The rest of the half of her head and eye. I think I'll need to use some water on this part later. I don't want to like make it too smooth because it's fur. Hmm. Wait, this she has some white on her head. We'll use the special tool, the liquify pen, and we'll just drag them just a little bit. This as well. Yep. Just to give some space to the crystal on her forehead. Yep. If I'm not wrong, there's some color on her neck as well. Some of this color. And then there's uh, some of these on her arms. I will have to erase the extra color on arm right away so that I can work towards the rest of the body. Okay, perfect. Mm, I have to use airbrush to remove this color, the extra parts, because I don't want to use water. If I use water, it'll like make the texture less visible. We'll be careful with the fingers. Yep. It's starting to come together, isn't it? Aw. Okay. So the fur inside the ears is white. Let me think about it. Maybe I should use water for this part. I will try using water. If it does not work, then we'll like try something else. What I need to do is use water to make it a little bit lighter. Mm. Why does water not work when? Okay, maybe we could give some space to the water to go to. Okay. No, this isn't working. I'll need to use airbrush again. Fine. Or maybe. Mhm. Would it be too smooth? There is a way to like make it less smoother later, as long as I can get rid of the color inside. I know this kind of thing would not match the art style. I saw this YouTuber yesterday. He's just not getting out of my mind. I keep thinking back to his video, and I literally just skipped through his video. I did not watch him. It's like I should have. The thumbnail was super attractive. I'll go back to my YouTube channel, my YouTube history, and find that video again. So it looks a little bit dirty because, yeah, because of these. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like if I started telling stories on my videos. I do write short stories sometimes. So what if in some of my videos I told short stories? Storytime animators usually talk about their lives. Well, what if it was actually just a storytime animation? Not animation. I don't like animation much. I'm more like an illustrator. I think for this part, I'm gonna smudge merge everything together. Makes things way easier. I'm losing my voice here. Do you want to take a peek at the other projects I am doing? Drawing. Hello, Doko. How are you doing? Thank you, by the way. This is the like visual so far. Still some time to go. I need to paint the rest of her body and the background. Oh, you had a busy day? Actually, I am also, well, I guess I also had a sort of a busy day, but it was all in my room. Nothing special happened. I don't really have much to tell. Oh, by the way, you visited my stream despite being busy, so I I'm really grateful for that. See, we're hermits. We don't ever go out. The outside world is not meant for us. But it's so hot outside. Who's gonna want to go outside anyway? I'm gonna blend these corners a little bit so that it looks like it's done with watercolors and not just super edgy. Oh, you work from home. Wait, are you like a professional rotoscoper? What I forgot what that's called. Rotoscopy? It's cold today, huh? Oh, you're a content creator. Wait, what kind of content do you create? You're following me on Instagram and I never checked out your profile. How could I never do that? I probably did and forgot. My memory is so bad. It's like a goldfish. Sorry about that. Oh, your content is about your cats. I would absolutely love to watch it. Cats are my favorite beings on planet. I love them more than humans. Way more than humans. Oh, wait, I forgot this part of the braid. Look, how could I do that? We're gonna copy this color. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. And then we're gonna paste it right over here. And I'm gonna use an airbrush. Wait, what in the world am I doing? This is an experiment. I hope it works. Well, it did work. Perfect. So, wait, you told me that you have a lot of cats, right? I can like relate to that. Sometimes cats are I don't know, just rude. I can't imagine why they would like not like you. Honestly, for my cat, it just depends on his mood. Sometimes he's just so lovey-dovey. He's snuggling onto me when I don't want him to. Like if I have to get up for work and stuff, he latches onto me. But then on another day when I like want to hug him and stuff, he's like, "Stay away from me," and biting me. 10% of your cats love you. Let me check. Can you hear me now? Oh. Okay, so I just got done with her body. I think I will add the colors of her necklace here, and then we'll move on to the tail shades. Wait. That's all right. I would repeat what I said. I was saying that uh, I can relate to the cats being problematic thingy. 90% of the cats don't love their owners. They actually do love their own. They just don't like showing it. They sundere. I don't know what it's called. There's a term in Japanese called sundere. Sandere, probably. It means just an angry little blob. Is that a commission? Yes, it is a commission. It's one of the commissions I received on Vision. I think it is on sale these days. Yeah, I've put it on sale. It's probably £8 or something. Let me check. Yep, it's 8.50 pounds. The background is included for free. I just noticed that the the cat seems to have a thicker border for the crystal in the necklace, while the character has a thinner border for the crystal. Actually, no, my coin is in rupees, but I'm using my brother's PayPal. So my brother is in the UK and he's a student there, right? And in my country, Pakistan, PayPal is not available. So if I needed to like use Region services and sell my stuff on it, I needed a PayPal account. I used my brother's PayPal account, and since he's in the UK, his currency is GBP and pounds. So I had to like uh my money basically goes to him, and then he sends it to me by converting it to rupees. What about you? What is your like currency? Dollars or euros? I don't know. Dollars probably. Thank you. Sol? Here the coin is called Sol. It's sun in English. Oh, in the Peru, there's the coin is called Sol. I didn't know that. Is that the full form? Is like is it the short form or is it the full form of the coin? Wait, the Incas. I literally a while ago I was watching a video about them. I forgot the contents of the video, by the way, because again, my memory is so bad. But I was watching the video just a few days ago about the Incas and their like uh, civilization and culture. It was I think it was about a girl that was that climbed up a huge mountain, and she was like buried there as a sacrifice hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and she is one of the best fossils, no, mummies of the history, best preserved mummies of the history, because the weather of the mountain was so cold that she was preserved perfectly. Souls. It sounds like souls. It's a good like term, I think. Okay, time to color the tail. It has a lot of shades. Mm, we're gonna start with the lightest shade. Yeah, there was a YouTube video about that girl, that preserved mummy actually, and they say that initially people thought that maybe she was murdered, but then there were no signs of um any abuse or anything like on the body. They couldn't tell, but then they examined it further, and then they found out that she was probably used as a like traditional sacrifice from the people. And you know what, the journey to the mountain was so deadly itself. People are like, even in this era, people struggle to reach that point. It's near a volcano. Okay, so I feel like I am almost close to what I wanted it to look like, sort of. Now I can just start erasing the extra parts. But before that, I'm gonna merge these colors so that like I can erase everything at once. I'm gonna do research about that. Her name is Momia Juanita. I'm not quite sure what her name was. I forgot the name. Momia Juanita. But they kept calling her the girl, I think, because they probably named her now. Or rather, maybe I forgot the name. Some people just didn't like the fact that I mean, she's a mummy, sure, but she's also a person. She has been a person, so they should respect the body and not public place it for public display, for like she should rest in peace. So I saw some people complain about that. They put her in a museum, and her body was displayed for everyone to like see and visit. So people were offended over the fact that they did not let the body rest. I'm using an airbrush to erase these parts so that the corners also become sort of softer. There's a lot of things that I don't know about my country. Well, I can relate to that. There's a lot of things that I don't know about my country too. Not that I have any interest in it. Like history just makes me really bored. I used to sleep in history class all the time. All the time. I used to keep a spare sketchbook with me, hidden in my backpack, so that whenever there was a history lesson, I would just sneak it out and start drawing the whole time. The fun fact is, I never ever got caught. Ever. Oh, wait. This one time when I was in 10th grade, I did get caught, but my teacher liked my drawing so much that he let me go. He didn't say anything. He just he took my drawing from me, and I was like, he would probably tear it up or maybe not return it to me, but he just looked at it, stared at it for a while, and then he returned it to me and said, "Get to work." So that was an experience. But I always hated history. Yeah, he is one of the best teachers I ever met in my life. I still sometimes contact him, ask about how he's doing and stuff, and like he's probably old now, and mm, mm, he had some problems with his life. So I ask about him sometimes randomly if he's doing okay and stuff. I really pray for him too. He was a good man. He was a good teacher. He was the type of teacher that made me want to become a teacher myself and go like help other children. That was the kind of person he was. He is, I mean. Uh Probably still teaches somewhere. Yep, I got muted again, as usual. What was I saying? Yep, I was saying that I hope he's doing great as well. And oh yeah, these are dandelions and these are butterflies that we're gonna get into. There's a spot on her hand as well, and these look too empty, so I'm gonna add that. Okay. The kitty is done. Now we're gonna get to the background. So her designer decided to like use light blues and slight pink Maybe I would go with something similar. Oh, it's 8.50 pounds, and there's like some commercial rights if the buyer wants to buy those. I do believe that this buyer did not exactly. Let me check how much they paid. It was two characters, so they paid for both the characters, the mascot, and they £3 extra for commercial rights. It's their total was after two characters, after everything, mm, 21.50 pounds, out of which I received 19.22 pounds because the tax and region fees and stuff. After everything, I got 19.22 pounds. Um, okay. First off, we're gonna use the pink color. I know it looks weird right now, but it will turn out better than it's looking later. Okay, so now we're gonna use some water to blend it. I'm using circular motion for texture. Do you plan to post more reels based on drawing trends? Probably. Um, these days I'm a little bit occupied, so I don't really have time to make reels. But yeah, I do plan on posting a few more uh after a few more days. Like when I'm a little bit more free, I guess, I will definitely post reels based on trends. If you have any ideas you would like for me to utilize, please go ahead, send them to me on Instagram, and I would definitely try them out. I'm reducing the opacity after like making it like that. Now I need to erase whatever got onto the characters. I want to try a little bit of this blue here. Animations are not my best uh like my animations are not great, honestly. But I do sometimes animate. You know what? The reason I never improved at animation was because I never learned to animate properly. And the reason number two was on Instagram, a bad animation that is animation and drawing that is made from like made in 10 minutes or something is goes more viral than something I spent hours and hours on. So it was super discouraging for me. Okay. Now I'm gonna add both of these into a folder. We're gonna mm, add layer from folder, and then now they're both in one layer, and they're also I have separate backup options if something goes wrong. I will post memes and trends sort of uh, stuff, but maybe I would not be going into heavy animation. Let me show you what I'm working on today. I was working on something interesting today. Let me show you. Where is it? It must be somewhere around here. Hmm. Yep, there it is. This is what I was working on. Ignore the everything that else that you saw. Uh, this is a commission that I was working on. It is an animation. It is a 1 second animation, and it took me about at the very least of 15 hours. Trust me. This is what I was animating. See? He's just dancing. He's like if you remember right, the dancing meme kid. That's what I was drawing, animating. This is also a commission, by the way. And I have another one like this one. I have to make another one in like 2 days or so. I don't have a lot of dead time left from what I consider my own deadline, personal deadline. I try to deliver my stuff within 14 days. So I will deliver this tomorrow with a little bit of adjustments. And then I'll start working on the next character, doing the same thing. For now, though, we're just going back to whatever. Okay. Oh my god, that looks kind of nice. Maybe I would erase the outline I did. What if? Hmm, looks good for an emote of Twitch. It is an emote. Yeah, it is an emote for someone's Twitch, probably. I always have a lot of work to do, that is true. Even when I don't have any commissions ongoing, I still have a lot of work to do because of personal projects. Everyone keeps asking me, everyone in my family, what I'm doing all day in my room. Well, this is what I'm doing. Trying to become rich. Don't judge me for that though. Everybody wants to be rich, and I want my own money. Ah, guess who almost forgot? Oh my god, I almost forgot that I I colored these. Fine, I'll color them again. The strings. God. Money is the key for happiness. Well, that is so much true. Everybody used to tell me when I was a kid, everybody would go, Money isn't everything." But hey, I'm a grown up now and I do believe that money is everything. Yeah, if you grow your Instagram account, your commissions can be more expensive. Yeah, but I would probably not be focusing on Instagram ever. I don't like Instagram to be particular. The like the algorithms of Instagram are so much harder to keep it up with. Like even sometimes even people with like 18 to 20K followers don't like get shadow banned, and then their posts don't reach the audience that they need to reach. I have been using Instagram since 2019 or 20, and so far I have never ever received a single commission from that place. Never. I mean, I did receive two commissions from two of my friends online that I made on Instagram, but that was about it. I never received a proper commission from anybody. And I almost gave up, to be honest. But then someone told me about Twitter, and then I went on Twitter, and I have barely like 400 followers on Twitter now, and I still get a lot of commissions from Twitter. That is because the algorithm of Twitter is much easier than Instagram. So I would probably never ever focus on Instagram reels and stuff. I'm better off being shadow banned there. I just post for like a few people that actually like me there and want to see my stuff. Want to make sure I'm alive sometimes. Instagram is for just socializing with those people. I need water. My throat is so dry today. Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe if I get like a few more subscribers on YouTube, maybe here I could find some people that would like to commission me. For now, though, I my main focus is getting monetized. I'm just using commissions as a backup for that. Of course, I enjoy drawing people's characters, but My main goal is getting monetized on YouTube. I mean, look, there is a reason why I'm up at 5 a.m. right now. I didn't sleep all night because I want to be monetized and I want to create content. So we have a pink butterfly, we have a green butterfly, and we have a blue butterfly. And for some reason, I just feel like this should be a little bit lighter. And maybe we could erase the outlines of the stars. Could we? Oh, that looks nice. What about that? No. My main account was supposed to be my Instagram, but yeah, it is for now X. I am also quite afraid of getting banned on my Twitter when I'm like busy with commissions and not able to post. You see, I made a video about it, about finding commissions on Vision via Twitter. So you gotta post on Twitter very often, right? At least 3 times a week, a day. It can be anything related to art, but you just have to make sure you don't get shadow banned. And I haven't posted in a while on Twitter. And when you don't post, you don't get a lot of views. And then if you don't get views, nobody would want to commission you because they never saw your commission, your services. So it's like keeping up with marketing while trying to find commissions is kind of hard. Nobody told me about these things when I started. I had to figure things out on my own. Of course, I did get some help later on, but initially I got scammed a lot before I was able to figure things out on my own. Well, my account is based on art, so if I suddenly started posting my cat, I'm not quite sure if people would like appreciate it. But maybe when I have a bunch of people that love me one day, love watching my content, I mean. So maybe then I could post my cat and they would be excited to see him. If you see closely, my avatar does have this little kitten uh as wait, let me show you this. Do you see her sweater? She has this little kitten on the sweater, a badge. So there is a chance that I would probably add my cat to the videos one day. Look at that. Okay, too big, Yuki. Too big. Get back to your own size, Yuki. Ugh, I still struggle with handling OBS. Good. Oh, we're almost done here. I'm not sure if there's anything left to do, actually. Wait, I will add some details to the hair. Oh, okay. So there's a little mark on the hair. Yep. We're done here. I'm just gonna add my watermark and then we're gonna submit this. Your cat name is Puff or something like that? Yeah, my cat's name is Puffy. Because when I got him, his tail like he was really small and puffy, so I just named him Puffy. Though it sounds like a girly name, I feel. Oh, I'm seeing a small mistake. He's a boy. Hello, Sammy. How are you doing? You finally caught a stream. Actually, I was I was almost gonna end it, but if you want, we can continue it. Thank you, Doko. Now this looks ridiculous. We're not gonna add any spots on the butterfly. It just ruins the aesthetic. I do, however, want to add a little bit of detail to the frills. I would probably be ending the stream, Sammy, sometime soon. But the next time, I would make sure that I let you know what time I'm gonna stream the next time. Okay? So that you can visit me. We have a spot here that I would like to erase later. Um, I just don't know what layer it is on. I'll try to like make sure that you know in advance when I'm about to stream next time. Thank you. Feels really nice when someone says that they're happy to be in my stream. I am happy to have you in my stream. I'm using airbrush for like final detail touches. Okay, I think we're done here. Oh wait, I forgot to erase this part. Now I'll have to figure out what layer it is on. 47 maybe? Probably. Oh yeah. Hopefully we don't have any other marks on the rest of the canvas. Oh, this part of the hair is leaking. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna add my watermark and hope that the client likes it. I use the airbrush to sketch as well, but then I use a different brush for outlines and stuff. I use airbrush with trapezoid 60. This one. Yuki. Oh, sometimes I wonder if I should add my Twitter watermark on it. But then it's my Vision and Instagram watermark and YouTube watermark. But my Twitter handle is different. It's my original name, Isha Pracho. I'll send this for the preview, and when I submit the final version, it's too big, isn't it? Make it smaller. Negligible. Maybe I will make some sort of stamp for myself so that which has both my username on other platforms as well as my Twitter, and then we can just put that stamp in a corner as an overlay with reduced opacity, of course. I'll reduce the size even more. We'll put it on the sole. Smaller. I don't want it to like get blurry later. Reduce the opacity like that. And then I turn it into a rasterized layer like that. I do feel like it's a little too light, so let's just. Yep. But your artist name is Yuki, so I think it looks good. Yeah, I want to keep it that way. The reason I wasn't able to change my Twitter handle was because my account on Twitter is super, super, super old. I think I made it a few years back, quite a few years back, in fact. So when I tried to change the username, the Twitter won't let me. I even ended up buying the verification tick thingy, the blue tick, but it just didn't work for me. So, oh, it's probably also because Yuki Loves Drawing has a lot of symbols, and Twitter usernames are usually shorter. They don't allow longer usernames. So I had to keep it like my original name. I do think of changing it sometimes, but then I'm like, nah, never mind. Okay, so we're done here for today, and I am so, 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 so grateful for you to watch me. And um, I will probably not be streaming tomorrow. I will stream the day after tomorrow at, of course, again at 2 a.m. at night, probably. Or maybe I will talk to my family. I will discuss what they think about my schedule, and hopefully we could come to an agreement at a time, and then I would post about it. So I will try to find a good schedule from now on, and maybe a time where everybody can watch me. From people my own country, people from my own country, as well as people from other countries. Thank you. Hopefully the client would like it. If not, I will make a few changes in it before I post it on my social medias and send the final version. For now, I will catch you later. Take care, drink lots of water, and hope you find your favorite people and candies in your dreams. Bye bye.